They can handle it.
Crazy.
We're Arts and Adventure Summit's the airwaves. This is the Ogden Arts and Adventure Show. I'm Arbrand along with
Todd Oberndorfer.
And we are your hosts for the greatest arts and adventure podcast in all the land. We're going to start with Thing 2 of the WSU Snowboard Club. You did what in your slides?
What? Oh, 360 flip?
In your slides.
In the slides, yeah.
Slow slide. Let's just
see this?
Yeah. So and you landed it. You like rode away.
Every time.
Yeah, dude, every time. Dude, like nothing.
Not every time.
Every time.
No, I've seen it's not every time.
All right, 1 out of 3.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
We're talking about the dangers
It's probably
of
good
slides.
traction on the bottom, or okay traction on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
sides are solid. Like, look at the sides are like.
Yeah.
Like, it's not sliding off.
So,
it's pretty good.
yeah.
I mean, you imagine the flick that you can get off of.
Has anyone entered a comp in slides that you know of?
Not yet.
Not yet.
He's about to.
Yeah.
That is pretty trendy right now. I think that you would see that here soon.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Crocs in sport mode. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I need to see it in a comp though.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
it should be
Sponsored by Croc Red Bull shoes. Yep.
Red Bull
dude,
Crocs.
someone smashed
Your
our
Crocs have the helmet.
hat up there, the Northern Trail. It looks like what we went through on the event this weekend, which was just smashed amount of rain. The hat is up there by the antlers. If you're watching this on the YouTube and it's smashed, it probably happened on
That
Friday.
rain's still pretty fresh for all of us. So how'd you spend your weekend there, Brandon?
Yeah, in it.
Yeah?
Straight in it. Yeah, I was in it. So Friday we were here at the Monarch building and we hosted 3 phenomenal. The one band, have you guys heard of Kublai out of Salt Lake?
I have not.
Kublai. One song has 10 million streams on Spotify and he averages 70,000 streams a month. So like a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot. And then, and he doesn't have a ton of like Instagram followers. So he's got like 3,000 something Instagram followers. And so
That's not what he's all about.
that's not what he's all about. And we asked him that. I was like, okay, because here's the deal. Like I always see, and you probably know this too, like whether you're in the arts or adventure space, whether you're trying to make it as say a snowboarder or skateboarder,
For instance.
or a musician, you're trying to get your socials up there. So apparently, maybe one day, supposedly that's how it works. You'll be seen magically. You'll be seen. And so many of the musicians that we have on the podcast that we follow now, I know when they're putting out a record and they're doing some crazy stuff to just try and get views and try and get downloads. And here's this cat out of Salt Lake with all these downloads and no. So we asked him about it, and you'll have to tune into the podcast for his answer. But essentially, he runs meta ads for Spotify. Yeah.
That directs him to his Spotify.
Directly to the spot. Now you've got to be good enough on Spotify that people hang on there for. It's just like a YouTube video. Like you got to be good enough that they're going to hang out there for a minute. But once he gets them there, people like what they hear long enough that then now the algorithm kicks in. And he spends. And I didn't ask what his spend was, but that's all he focuses on. So he doesn't focus at all on Instagram or anything. He just sends them directly to Spotify, and he's killing it. So
Yeah.
he's probably made tens of dollars.
Ted's at
I
least
especially with Spotify, yeah.
big
Point
Spotify
zero
money.
zero 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 of what, a penny? Yeah.
Yeah, but
Spotify's doing okay though.
Spotify's
Oh, they're
killing
crushing.
it.
Yeah, they're crushing
I
it.
don't think Spotify's going anywhere.
Oh, I am not. Yeah, if they would sponsor us, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, share.
Jeez.
That was a good night though. But we were parked just inside the garage, so we were dry.
The bands were dry, so it did start raining. Band 1 was okay. Band 2, which was Kublai, Thunder, Lightning, and video guy, camera guy also, where they were like, what are we, this is
because
crazy.
they were in the rain.
They were in the rain because the alleyway is open to the rain, and then it wasn't like nice little spring droplets. No, it was like we were going to dump on you. So it did that, and then I got a message in the middle of the set. I was like, "What do we do?" I'm like, "Well, let's make it through this band Kublai, and we'll figure out what's going on." And then it kind of went away, and then Band 3 came on, and it rained again. But they were in the rain watching, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to end the show while they're out there dancing in the rain to Kublai and Kip Congo. So yeah, we rolled with it.
Where was this at?
Right on the other side of that wall, right there. So we host van sessions once a month. We have a van. It's a 1987 Dodge, right there in the newspaper magazine.
Oh, yep.
And the bands stand outside like that. See, that's exactly where it is too. See the wood wall right behind it? Mm-hmm. That's the wood wall right there. So, and then down the alleyway, you may have come down the alleyway. You may come in the front gates. I'm not sure.
Front, but I do know that.
But the alleyway is where we play out to it. So we hang out in the alcove here, and the band stays dry, and then we play. I drive the van in, park it, and then we play down the alley.
Well, we made it through all 3 musicians.
Barely, dude. Barely. So then we turned around and went up to the Nut, Northern Utah Trail Festival. And we did old school van session style where it was acoustic and the bands had to fit in the van.
That's awesome.
So we had 2-3 pieces in the van. Lucky Find and The Proper Way.
Nice.
2 mics,
Yeah.
2 cameras. I added a third on me, but that's old school. That's how we used to do it in the van, which is cool. So we interviewed 5 musicians in the rain up there. And so also I didn't tell you this, Todd, but we had on when did you book the kids from the music? David Owens Music Academy, whatever.
It wasn't that long, a couple months ago.
Yep. They filled this place out. I'd never seen so many people for van sessions ever. The kids were up there. All the bands that we had on the van sessions, they were all up there. And they sounded so good on a big stage, like a main stage. They did all the covers. I'm sitting there setting up and I hear Blink 182. I'm like, okay, the kids are here, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
How was that crowd?
Not much of one, but
you watching?
It was, some parents. They brought, the parents showed up. The parents are there. So, but that was early enough where most of the racers were still running, so they weren't able to watch the kids. Later on in the afternoon, the racers would finish and then they'd watch the bands play, which is cool. So it's a good day, fun day in the rain. Did you guys get out? Was there enough snow to grab some turns?
Yeah. No. I was out in the rain as well, though. Okay. I did a magazine release for an upcoming video that we are doing, and that was on Friday night. And so actually Brody and I were both in the rain as well.
Yeah.
Lightning across the sky. I was like really worried.
Yeah.
And
lightning scares me.
It's especially when it's close.
Yeah.
It's scary. But it was great, and everybody had a lot of fun, and people showed up even without like good weather, they were there for it.
So it was an outdoor event?
Yeah, it was, and I've done it before. Another like similar magazine release where it has been outside, and like I cook pizzas for everybody, and then you went to donated a bunch of beverages and all this, and just a really good time. And so we were expecting the same, but then I saw the clouds moving in, so I was able to get a bunch of tents donated from Lucky Slice and put them up.
Shout out to Lucky Slice,
Shout
sponsor
out.
of van sessions and everything cool in town. So
Yeah, I actually have a Lucky Slice tattoo, so.
There you go.
What? Next level. Hell
I'm
yeah,
pizza
let's
till
go.
death.
Yes.
But
Is that a lifetime pizza sponsorship?
No. Well,
You can't show it and get a free slice every time.
Oh, I can.
You can.
Yeah, I can. I can. It helps that I work there, but yeah, I can.
That's nothing to do with your employment.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's cheating, dude.
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see
Yeah.
further down the road. Hopefully, when I'm 60, I can just be like, okay, look at this.
Like, this dude's still showing up, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll not cover that one
I'll
up.
tell you one
It's like
thing,
a coupon.
Brandon, you dropped the effing ball, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You have somebody that works Lucky Slice, and you did not tell them to bring in pizza for us for the show. This
That's
is something
definitely the
that
guy.
this is an unspoken rule of the Banding Collective. Is
Yeah.
anybody that is affiliated or connected with Lucky Slice brings in a slice.
That's also
that's
kind of
on-
on
that's on
my
me. That's on me.
That's also kind of my job. So I'm sorry. I
Moving
didn't even
forward,
think
you're
about that.
Always welcome, but I love me some Lucky Slice.
I kind of expected it.
Well, I should have.
It's like stickers, but except for you just have pizza slices.
I mean, if
Yeah.
that's their lemon slice.
I mean,
Here, my love language is a slice of pizza.
mine too.
What's your favorite slice over there?
Well, and they've been getting so funky this last
Shout out.
year or whatever.
Shout out, Will.
Yeah.
They're
it's
fun. I think it's
awesome.
great.
Yep.
Yeah. But sometimes those funky ones end up on the menu. Still to this day, at least today, is the pickled pizza still my favorite.
Real deal is
I'm down.
so
I love that
good.
Still on the
one. I like
menu,
adding
too.
chicken to that,
So
but
good.
otherwise I love that pizza.
Yeah, it's so good.
And that was just a special, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was. It was just a I mean, that's how they try them out. It clicks it.
Yeah, now we're doing like the seasonal thing, you know. So
Yeah.
we'll do a monthly rotation of like a creative pie, and then every 6 months we'll do something that is themed. So you guys know Chase.
Yeah.
Chase and I devised this like theme of Chase, Will, and I were talking about like movie themes, right? And
Yeah.
so this is kind of where the pizza at home
Yeah.
thing came in, and so we're doing this like cinema vibe now, which has been really fun because it's like a lot of our favorites, like movies and stuff. So
And the imagery, Chase is killing it. Or are you helping with that? That's you,
the images are all me.
Nice.
bro. They're dialed. Love them. Yeah. I mean, it's like you're talking to my spirit animal in some of those.
Oh,
So
tight.
it's like, yeah, like let's go.
Sick,
They're really
let's go.
good.
Oh,
yeah.
thanks. Yeah, that means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, I enjoy it. So
Cool.
the marketing. So, okay, so I played a marketer in real life before for a real estate company and a local outdoor gear shop here at 30. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
It was. It's an interesting. It's an interesting job. It's hard. Always changing. And people are like, "Oh, what do you learn?" I'm like, the only thing I know about marketing is consistency over time. Like works, but like I like brands that dare to be different with their voice and step outside of what they do. And I see Lucky Slice do that all the time, which is great. And then you can afford to do it because you support local stuff. Like it's you support the community and the community supports back. So.
That is like the crux of Lucky Slice. I don't think Lucky Slice would exist without the community first, right? So, it's more so a giving back in my mind than it is anything like we're doing something great, you know?
And I'm pissed when Dave Portnoy was in town, famous for his one bite pizza.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
that was crazy.
It was crazy. He was down at the U and he went to the old pie down at the University of Utah pie. And then shit got real because apparently he got a thin slice at the pie. And so everyone in Utah was like, well, no.
They never do that.
No.
Yeah.
And the pie's like, no, we've had it. It's on the menu. No, we've always had it. And
We'll
everyone's
let
like,
them have it.
no, you haven't. Nobody orders that.
Yeah.
So but I really, really wish he would have made it at least up to Davis County or something. Slice, but.
That was such a interesting moment for me to observe online. Like we're just like in such a weird space as humans right now where I observed I'm just online and like, oh, this guy's in town. But that benefited all the local shops in the area.
Good.
Like
It
not
should.
even just Lucky Slice, but him just going to the pie and what Villaggio or whatever that place is called. He went to 2 spots. Everybody was commenting, you should have gone to Lucky Slice.
Yeah.
Or commenting their favorite pizza spot.
Right,
and
right.
that
Free
blew me
marketing.
away that this one guy can just visit a town and then all the pizza shops just get a boost.
That's wild.
So-
It's the power of having an audience.
yeah.
When I was in New York, that's all we did. I went to his reviews and I was like, okay, well, which one should we
Dude.
hit? There's a million of them. So
Are they worthy
here,
or is
there,
it just a shtick? Is he really know what he's talking about or?
The one that I went to was very delicious. I think he gave it a 9.8. It was it gets served out on a cookie cutter pants type, and it was good.
That's awesome.
All right, so I'm going to step
I
in
agreed
as the
with it.
professional podcaster. We're 20 minutes into the show, and
Oh, we didn't
I
even
think it's
introduce
nice-
Patrick. So
how about the two of you do a quick intros of yourselves because we're getting to know you for the first time.
Sure. Yeah. I'm Patrick Johnson. I am a student at Weber State. I work marketing at Lucky Slice and a couple other organizations. I love to snowboard. I love to skateboard. I love to play music. All things creative. It's really what drives me.
You were if you looked up Ogden in any kind of dictionary, it would just be, and check.
Happy to conform.
Nicely
Yeah.
done. Yeah. Or it was written off of you, whichever it is.
No.
Check off a lot of those boxes.
I'm not original.
Nicely done.
Okay, I'm Brody. I'm a graduate from Weber State. I'm a software developer and a snowboarder.
What'd you go to school for, Weaver?
Computer science.
Computer science. And you're still doing it. You didn't pivot. You found work.
No, I found work.
Nicely done.
Yep, I started out with an internship before I graduated, and then now I'm 2 years in.
Nice. We all have connections to Weber. My undergrad was there, and then I worked there for 7 years.
What was your undergrad?
It was in art. I got a BFA in 2D. I do printmaking, some graphic design type work, but then I worked in the art department for like 7 years.
Were you teaching like adjunct? Or?
I was teaching adjunct, but I was staff, and so I was the arts outreach manager and advisor for all the art students.
Wow.
Yeah, so still
Thanks for doing that.
attached. Yes, thank you.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it. I look back at my pro bono work at Weber State for 7 years,
Were you waiting for that? Thank you.
and it wasn't in the form of a paycheck. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, so
But
that
it
means a
was
lot, by the way, because
Yeah.
Shout out our educators. Like
Yeah.
our teachers mattered.
Yeah, I didn't go the route by choice to become a professor. That's not my jam, but that's pretty much the one pocket you make money on campus. But anyway, I still have fond memories of it, so I'm glad that it worked for both of you. So that's good.
When I was pivoting in life for the third time, I worked at the outdoor program for state for a while, 4 years maybe, and
In the
I worked
OG building.
in the OG building,
Nice.
yeah, where we had to, and rented all the things, and then worked on the, what do you call this? The staff that does the guiding, but we're not really, we're not I mean, come on, that's a loose term for some of us like me, who's like guided hikes. I guided hikes, like local hikes, loose term.
You try
Hey.
to keep students alive. So
That's
you get that.
I mean, that's important. A lot of those students don't get to like hike. That's all their first times, right? So
Did you
they-
see
They never
that?
been to the mountain. They don't know how to do
Yeah,
that.
I know.
Yeah.
And so the Utah Jazz just posted a reel, and they took the entire Jazz team on a hike, and then their little social media gal was like, hey, you know, how do you like the hike? And the guy's like, I never hiked before. Like, these are grown dudes, and they've never, like, it's just the concept hasn't entered their mind to like go hiking. And so they're like, yeah, I've never hiked before. And then you could see them
That's great.
as they start. And then it was on the benches in Salt Lake, right? And then it gets a little warm. It was a couple weeks ago. It gets a little warm, and they take their shirts off and they're hiking. And then you start seeing them like they're kind of liking it. Like they're working their body, and they're like starting to sweat a little. And then they get up high enough where they're on like this, it's not, I wouldn't say a peak, but like they topped out or whatever. And you could see the city down below, and you could see it like, you could see them get it in real time. They're like, oh,
that's magic.
hiking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. This is cool. I see why people do this. Like,
Yeah.
Utah Jazz. That was dope.
That is cool. Yeah, we're fortunate.
Yeah, I mean, I know, because when you hike at like, I don't know, 3 or whatever, 7, junior high, you just grow up doing it. You don't know it's called hiking.
We didn't even call it hiking.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
were playing in the mountains, running around. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a thing. Unless you've lived other places and it's harder to access trails or just
Ogden the whole time. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
I mean, this whole regional area though is like so.
That
wrapped
will
around
always be the
nature.
biggest difference. Yeah, I
Yeah.
worked down in Salt Lake, and I'm sure everybody's hiked down there. But you have to get to the mountain. Like you don't
You got to
just-
work out a little bit.
You don't. Yeah, you drive to it, or you take a little whatever to it. But Ogden's different. You just go in your backyard. Like literally, you can. I mean,
grew
it's,
up,
it's
like,
just so much
A
closer.
block and a half away from Lewis Peak, and that's all we did. Like,
Yeah.
After school, boom, run up to the mountain.
That's rad.
It's pretty great.
Create like dirt, snow, or skateboards, and like try to ride on the mountain or just any. stupid shit.
Do you remember the first time skateboarding or snowboarding?
I don't remember the first time skateboarding, but I do remember the first time snowboarding, and I left with a concussion, definitely.
Definitely.
And I cried.
Well, like,
Nordic Valley.
you went to a resort, so you were at Nordic, and Nordic gave me a concussion too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't know how to stop. I just went until I just like fall over, and then I was like, "Oh, my head hurts. I wonder why."
Yeah.
No idea.
Was
what
that
I'm
one of
doing.
their old like OG slogans? Is something to do with a concussion or?
Dang, my
Yeah, come
head hurt.
happy, leave with a concussion. I don't know.
I'm sure if you check those poles bottom, like where they stick them in, so you can't go off to the road. I bet those are in pretty deep for a reason.
Yeah,
People flying into those, but
yeah. Patrick, you remember skate first time snowboarding?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty vividly. I
See, at least you still have the memory of it, because
actually didn't start until like I was an adult.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
which is harder to learn when you're older. Because I was old. I was in high school, and I remember like my triceps were sore after the first like 2 or 3 times going, because you're just pushing yourself up off the ground
Yeah.
all day.
But you skied since you were.
Skied young, but then junior high and high school, people were switching at my age. People were switching to snowboarding, and so yeah, we went. I think it was in high school. It might have been junior high, but I remember it was at Powder Mountain, and because great place to learn. You have to learn to get down to the damn lift. You can't even because you're not
you're starting at Timberline. There's no lift.
There's just go, and then you take the lift, and you're like, that's a really long ways to go back down to the lift again. Who learns on that run? I don't know. I did though, and I remember, and then it's that same thing where like you go with a group of friends, and then like they know sort of what they're doing, and I didn't know anything, and so like I didn't see him until the end of the day. Where it's like, where's Long? I don't know. So then I show up at the car, and they're like, okay, it's time to go. I'm like, dude, that was rad. I didn't see. Where'd you guys go? That was like the first 2 or 3 times, and then I loved it. I fell in love. So okay, continue.
Yeah, I picked it up in my because of Lucky Slice. Actually, I started working up there. Snowboarding was always something that I wanted to do, just couldn't afford to do it growing up, and so I had a job at this point, right? And got a really cheap board off of KSL and just Frankensteined gear together.
Do you remember the board?
Yeah, it was a Ride.
Oh.
Something. It was just a twin 150, probably not the board to go with, but
yeah,
that's what I learned on. But I did grow up skateboarding because that's just a little bit more accessible. So I understood what a board felt like. Was pretty comfortable on a board, so I progressed pretty quickly, but it was mostly because I was just once I did it the first time, I couldn't stop going.
Yeah.
It was I would get home from work, I just spent all day on the mountain, and I'd be like, oh my God, I want to go back, and I have nothing to do, and I'm going to go back, see ya.
Yeah.
And so that's how it started for me.
Yeah.
So, Brady, you're from here, and so
Yeah.
I'll ask you, and you're older. Oh, I shouldn't have put that out.
Oh,
but
it's a fact, dude. Yeah.
anyway, what was your first experience with Weber State Snowboard Club? Hearing about them?
Yeah, because I was working at the outdoor program, and
Is that the first time you were familiar with them? Is when you?
Yeah, I
started
didn't hear
working there?
about them before because, I don't know. Because when and when I was 19 and going to Weber State University as a student, as a teenager, I had no idea.
It wasn't in
I
your
had no idea what
periphery.
any of the clubs were. Yeah, none.
Got it.
However, that said, the person who taught me to ski at Snow Basin when I was 4 years old, was this guy named Bob Miller. Shout out to Bob. He's in Montana these days. The reason he was in Utah was because he was on a ski scholarship at Weber State. Because Weber State used to have a ski team with scholarships. And you could scholarship to Weber back in the day. Weber College. Yeah, it wasn't even a college. It was a college. And so they had a ski team. And then I think I remember asking well, how come is there a snowboard team? And can you do that? And they're like, no, it's a club. And then I didn't care after that because I was like, well, they don't have money to give me.
Fair.
I didn't want to be friends with anybody. Apparently, I don't know. But I was really young. And then when I went back, I was at the outdoor program, and I all those groups came through. And I think.
And you guys worked together.
And we supported each other at that point, and so I knew kind of who was doing what when. That's when in fact I had photography classes with Tristan. And
One of my best friends, love him.
yeah, so and he was, obviously he's younger than me, but he snowboards a lot, and so he was kind of involved in the whole scene. So I was just a person away from knowing what was going on with
Pretty good person to know.
good person to know. So that's all.
Yeah.
I love the connection. And so when did you two get sort of, brought into the club?
I think I came the year before Pat did. Our friend Matt brought me in. For years though, I was probably 2 years. They were begging me to come and join the club or experience it, and I was
What was
working
the sell? What were they trying to win you?
Tootsie
over?
Rolls.
Well,
Was it candy?
at the time I was already
candy,
working
yeah.
at Powder Mountain.
Okay.
I was in the terrain park crew, and so I snowboarded every day. I didn't need to have a club to.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't snowboard any more than I already am. Like, I don't have that in my time, and I was barely going to school. So
Understood.
once I started taking school a little bit more seriously, then I was like, oh, I can get some of this paid for, and they can help me out. And I joined the club, and the year after that, Pat came in. Yeah.
What about you?
I came into the club pretty like non-traditional route. I was working through Lucky Slice, and I like remember pretty vividly like one meeting. This is before Brody came in. Our friends Matt and Connor were the presidency at the time, and we were meeting at a friend's house and just like meeting about snowboard movie night, and like just going through the, process of like, all right, what do we got to do to put this on? Let's make it happen. And just sitting here in this planning meeting being like, nice, all right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And then Chase looks at me and goes like, dude, you should go back to school and start leading the club in front of these dudes. And I was like, I'm not doing that.
So you had not graduated, or
I hadn't even gone to school.
hadn't even gone?
I hadn't even, like I had done a little bit. COVID hit pretty hard, and then it was just like, life happens. Also, like it was expensive.
Oh yeah.
And like, there was no opportunity to go to school, even though I love learning,
Yep.
So, but then eventually like a couple of years later, maybe a year, 2 years later, I finally like Chase pushed me actually pretty hard. He was like, dude,
He's a good dude.
you're smart. You should do this. And like shout out to him. Shout out to Chase. I could just, anyway. I decided to do it, and it was like a real big leap. I took out student loans and was just like, okay, like this isn't a financial decision. This is a philosophy decision, right? Like this is this is for who I want to be on the inside, right? And so I took that leap, and then just had all these ideas. I was like slowly like just like tossing things Matt's way, and I was just like, hey dude, we should do this. We should do this. This would be sick. We should do this, And I also had the in because of Chase, and like I'm on the interlude team, and so I would just see this side of snowboarding, and I'm like, oh my God, we could like do all of this, dude, as our club. Like
I will say too, like Pat brought an activity, or like the engagement that Pat brought was significant. Before Pat, the club was not moving at a good rate. So I think that Pat really brought like a lot to offer.
There's some energy there,
Yeah.
sounds like.
For real.
it's not all me. We have a lot of like really good people on our team, and I think that like when people are focused on like a shared goal and it makes sense, like the energy's there already. So it wasn't just me at all, but thanks for thinking about me.
Well,
How's the
Love
club
you,
set
dog.
up? What's give us the sort of the elevator pitch for the club itself.
Yeah. Well,
And what kind of faculty involvement, or is there like?
no,
how's
not
that all
really. This is all student run. The club exists to facilitate opportunities for students to get on the mountain for the first time, or students who are already involved in the snowboarding community to see a way for snowboarding and education to coexist. Because currently I don't know if there's not too many people that are like, yeah, college education is tight, but it is. And they go hand in hand pretty well. So that is the purpose of the club. Like that's the point, is like we want people getting educated and ripping forever.
Yeah.
nice.
Has that club been consistently in place since its conception? Like, has there ever been a year where it didn't exist?
Not that I'm aware of. I think
Yeah.
it's been
And so when did that
consistent.
start? When did that club
don't know.
start?
I don't either. I was actually going to ask you if you
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I don't either. I know Chase ran it. I know that Cody helped run it. I know that Austin Gum over at Crossroads, he ran it. So like there's just this like,
I like the alumni there. That's
Yeah.
cool.
yeah.
Names there.
Yeah. So we, knowing them, has just been like, I guess like the people with the right place, right time. I don't know. We ended up in that position though.
So can anybody join, and how do they get a hold of you to do something like that?
Yeah, anybody can join. So
And do you have to like pizza?
Even nonsense.
requirement to like pizza.
That's fair. That's fair.
That should be written. Probably.
Everybody has to get a Lucky Slice tattoo, actually.
I like that even more.
Yeah, anybody can join. We take community members and students, primarily working off of our Instagram right now. There's a link in our bio where you can hit like the link and get like discounted icon passes, and then right below you can get just join the club. But yeah, we take anybody, and it's really just this opportunity for people to meet others that are going to help them grow.
Yeah.
In all fields.
You have to get jumped in.
Absolutely not. No way.
Concussion. Concussion on the man.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you just show up, right? I mean, that's
show up
requirement, sort of.
Yeah, show up.
Okay.
And discounts are always a bonus. When I say bonus, I mean a requirement, honestly. Let's be honest. For most, a lot of outdoor activities.
Yeah.
I know pro deals are well sought after in certain communities, And so getting a discount to get up on
even
the
if it's
huge.
a Lucky Slice disc, I mean,
Yeah.
Love that discount.
Yeah.
No, but that means a lot,
Yeah.
And so that's worth looking into the club, even if it's just for the discount.
And I think you get 20% off Crossroads,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Lucky
a big
Slice
deal, yeah.
discount, Daily Rise.
Mm-hmm. We brought L9 on recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of local organizations also support what we're doing, and want to facilitate opportunities for people that can't get on the mountain to get on the mountain, whatever the case may be, right?
Yeah.
So
leading up to the season, what's up? What are you guys starting to think about? What are you getting excited about?
Seeing the snow is exciting.
That's a big.
It
part of
always
I guess.
teases in Utah.
Yeah, I mean it'll go, but it's exciting to see.
Yeah, it is exciting, and I love it's. I mean, I've been here long enough. I'm like, okay, guys. Every resort posts it started. Blah blah blah. The only one that I can actually boast that is either the Bird or Alta because it might stay, but everybody else has got to wait for storms 4 or 5 in November to actually do anything. Every once in a while, every blue moon, which tonight's supposed to be well, if you're listening to this, it's Thursday, but we're recording on a Monday. It's supposed to be the full harvest moon tonight, so we'll get out and look. Anyway.
it's pretty.
Yeah.
But yeah, that every blue moon it does kick off in late October in Stick and Stay, and I'm on the Ogden Avalanche nonprofit board, and I don't study avalanche work. I just pencil push for those fellers. But what I've learned is that if the storms come early and they stay and it stays cold, that's a better setup for the year than if if you go through heat and cold cycles in the fall or whatever. So, but yeah, we got some snow, so that was fun to see on the mountains a little bit.
Yeah, we just released snowboard movie night information today, actually.
Whoa.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
That gets people excited.
12th annual.
Yeah, 12 years of that. Hey, whoa!
Nice.
Dude, those people are actually in here. 12 years of that. Shout out Lucky Slice again. But we announced that today. We have a bunch of sponsors lined up to be giving away free stuff.
So what's the film?
So yeah, we have a film list.
List.
Yeah, we're showing 3 movies. The first movie that we're showing is Rome Snowboard's Swarm. That's coming out. Here it's going to be really good.
I bet it's going to be sick.
Yeah.
Good job, Todd.
That was sick. Nice, dude.
Just wait.
Yeah.
There's more.
I got
There's more. There's more.
I should have planned to just talk like that. Hey, guys.
Dude, in this world.
Okay, so on my TV, it's the smart TV. It's a Samsung smart TV. And when I turn it on with the remote, it always comes on the Samsung television before I kick on, because I subscribe to YouTube TV. And so before I go to the YouTube app, Samsung comes on. And I don't know what, it came on with the news or something originally. I don't know. But I switched it to the surfing channel because Samsung has a surf channel on it, So every time I turn my TV on, I get to just chill and watch surfing for a second until.
That's
but
sick.
that is a real accent in minimum 50% of the freaking
yeah.
films that they
Oh,
are
yeah.
doing. Like it is,
Yeah.
they really, dude.
Dude. I talk like that. I talk if it's a powder day. I can't. I can't think of anything else. I'm just like, whoa. So I feel that.
pretty good.
I love every minute of it. Okay, so that's the first one. What else you got?
Yep. Rome Snowboard Swarm. Second movie is going to be a film by Capita. They don't have a name yet. Typical snowboarding industry. They're like, we're gonna come
Night
up
of.
with a name. Yeah, it'll happen. I trust them. And then we're releasing a movie
Oh, nice.
called Life Lesson, but not like lesson as in like teaching, but like lesson as in like strip away all of the unnecessary. Yeah, and we filmed that this last season and
Who's we?
So Brody, me, and then 3 other people on our team, Matt, Ava, and Peyton. Unfortunately, can't be here tonight, or else we would be so full. But
we welcome all of them. Next time.
they'll be at Snowboard Movie Night, so come say what up to them.
Yep.
But that is like kind of was the core of the snowboarding club last year, and we found a way to get the school to help us fund a Japan movie.
Let's go. What?
Yeah, so we went to Japan and we filmed a movie, and that's what
What
Life
was
Lesson
the pitch on that for future reference, kids?
Yeah, the pitch was, hey,
we want to go to Japan.
yeah, no, exactly. I was like,
Snow's real good.
yeah, it's nice.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I built a pitch deck and everything. I was like, hey, I want to do like a club trip to Japan, and then they went to the risk management and they shot it down. They were like, no, you're not going out of the country. And I was like, okay, but I want to go.
But Weber State outdoor program went to Tibet. So
yeah, I found that interesting. So there are ways, but it's like, it's very like, you got to find a way to litigate. You have to litigate the risk, right? So like, if you understand litigating risks, and like, this is why you should go to school. You learn all these like.
That's a really good point, by the way. I mean, some people think it's like, oh, I'm learning software. It's like, okay, actually, you're learning relationships and how to navigate life. More importantly,
yeah, you do get hard skills. Like that's why people value STEM and stuff so much, right? But it is harder to quantify like the abstractness of the mind, And so, especially if you're like me and you're an organizational communication major and you're just like in business, but also like care about people, like school is a really good place to go because you can just like get outside of yourself and like learn how to develop relationships, but also like make things happen for others. And I think that's what happened here with this movie, right? Is that I was like, I want to go and do this, and like, hey, if we film a movie and I happen to work for the creative agency that we get to film it, can we go? Like, I know this is a conflict of interest, but like what can we do to like get around that?
yeah,
And so the creative company was me and Chase.
yeah.
And they were like, yes, but the money's got to be right. And so I went around and got quotes and was like, I knew that people would charge a lot of money for something 10 to 12 minutes long. And we made a 20-minute video for the university. And so
like a promo video for the university, or they're sponsoring
for the club, right? It's a promo. Like the way I went to the agencies was just like, hey, like these movies are pretty much documentaries, right? So I was just like, okay, how much would it cost to like make a 10 to 12 minute documentary about the snowboarding club just in the States, right? And they're like, okay, 10 grand. And I'm like, nice. Okay. So we undercut that, right?
Yeah.
And we're just like, we'll do a 20-minute video for this much, right? And they're like, let's go.
Yeah, hell yeah. And that's what we're going to see
Yeah, November
Film
5th.
that. November.
Yep,
Here,
November
right?
5th. Yeah, the Monarch. Yep. The address is online on Weber State Snowboarding, WSU Snowboarding Instagram, or Lucky Slice, or Crossroads, or the Rose Club. I'll have that information.
That's awesome. Congratulations. That's a big deal. When are you going to finish editing?
I'm done.
What? That's so early.
I've been done.
It's supposed to be the night of. You're wrapping it up.
No.
I remember
I've been
both
done.
Tristan and Bryden editing late before their Ride Local first.
Yeah.
So it was tight, but
Yeah, I know how they operate, and shout out to them. I finished this summer.
That stresses you out too much, so you finished.
No,
early.
the whole process is stressful.
Yeah.
Like, I'm stressing still,
Yeah.
actually. But
we're edited, so that's done.
it's
Okay.
edited and it's been delivered, and it's been done for several months now, and yeah, I'm just at this point now where it's okay, it's done. Not only am I thinking, okay, what's next, but we have a responsibility now to show it to the community, and so that's where all my energy is now, is how do we get people seeing this, right?
Yeah.
I think that's really important.
Have the sugar daddies seen it?
I'm sorry, what?
The sugar mamas and sugar daddies at Weber State, the ones that helped.
Oh,
pitch
They
and
seen
stuff.
it yet?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, really?
nobody has said anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just it's hey, it's done and it's been delivered to the club. They're like, okay. And I was like,
All right. That
All
kind
right.
of surprised me a tiny bit.
Yeah.
What else,
maybe they
Yeah.
have seen it, but
Yeah.
nobody's told me anything. So
I was thinking of more of a deliverable,
Yeah.
exactly what I'm
on
thinking.
completion, you're gonna have to pitch this, and we're gonna have to do a thing, and
So I definitely went about it that way, and
Yeah.
they were just like, all right, it's done, cool, whatever. I was like, okay. I just don't think anybody's tried to make a traditional snowboarding video through university funds before, so
well done, making it happen. Congrats. Well, we're all
Thanks.
very excited to see it.
thanks.
No, that's incredible. So you talked about who's part of the filming. Are those all the writers too, or did you have other?
Those
people
were the
involved?
writers. It was
Those were the
primarily
writers.
me
Okay.
filming and
Okay.
editing and just creative direction, and Chase helped with some stuff as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was primarily me.
So Japan footage.
Yeah, all of it. All
Ogden or
There-
all Japan or
There's a couple Powder Mountain clips to support the narrative of the film, but the whole point is that we went to Japan and got to experience another culture, and we get to be grateful and realize that we're not the ones, us here aren't the only important ones in the world, So
How dare you?
I know.
what? Yeah.
I'm gonna say it before I can't say it anymore.
How was the snow over there?
I know, that was my thought too. What's
Oh.
the Yelp review of Japanese
The Yelp review
snow?
of Japan, Japanese snow.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you can, not too much, right? You can't do too
No,
much.
not too much. So the consistency was pretty similar to here. I mean, we get some really good snow here,
Yeah.
but it's bomb. It snowed there, I think, every day that we were there.
Almost.
Maybe not consistently, but it would snow for an hour, stop, come back.
It's probably like
Cup.
Colorado snow.
No.
No,
No.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's you can't trust the weather. That's what it's like. It's crazy.
Is that because the ocean?
It's an island. Hokkaido's an island.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, it was incredible.
And is it mostly volcano or is it regular mountain stuff? Because I swear, Chase showed,
Yeah.
what did he do? Post a picture and he's skinning along and there's steam coming up from
We went there.
You went there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's called Asahidake, and
it's like Yellowstone in the Japan or something.
it's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, I have so
Okay.
much love for Japan and nature there and the culture there, and yeah, it's incredible.
Got to see the show.
Well, you got to give us just a quick little behind the scenes, something that happened that we need to know about, any injuries, any
Jeez.
debauchery, any. I'm sure it was on the up and up the whole time, obviously. But in the making of this,
One
film,
too many
what was it?
snowballs.
A challenge that was unexpected. That was
Yeah.
in particular. Give us a story, just
Yeah. Brody, what was it like for you?
For me, it was pretty cool. We would meet in Chase's kind of living room area. We'd enjoy a breakfast, and Chase would kind of give us the weather report. He'd be like, okay, these are kind of our options. We could go right here. We could go backcountry here. And then
It is a plus having a consultant that lives there.
which was so nice. Oh yeah. Yeah. And so we're like, okay,
I
like,
forgot
what
about
do
that
we
until
want to do?
just now. I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, he lives there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And without that, I mean, like Pat was saying, the weather it changes so. The backcountry days though I think we had 2 or 3 of them, and
Unreal.
we're just like driving through these tunnels, and it will be snowing, and then you'll go through one and it won't be snowing, and then you'll go through another one, it's not snowing, and basically we just come to a point and you're kind of like just peeking along the mountainside being like, okay, I could go down there, I could go down that, and then we come to an area that Chase was pretty familiar with, and just pack it up and spent the day like riding snow and filming.
Mm-hmm. What's interesting about this spot that I'm like pretty stoked on is there's this pretty popular boarder named Miles Fallon. I shows you how much I know. Sorry, if Miles sees this, I'm sorry. Anyway, he has actually filmed with Bryden, and Miles saw Chase at this spot where there's just like this really big tree that turns into a pretty much diving board, and it's huge. And Miles hit the tree, and Brody also hit it, and it's huge. And we have it in the film, and I'm just like really stoked about that because we're showing the Capita movie, right?
Yeah.
But we're also showing our movie, and it's like same spot.
That's
And
wild.
That's so cool.
That's wild.
So sick. Yeah.
How lucky. How fun is that?
Mm.
That's a great vignette of what happened over there. How cool to link up.
Yeah, it's Chase ran into him, found out they were doing it, and then like Brody ended up hitting the same spot. Like it was also so interesting because like everybody was like so tuckered out, and then by the time we get to the top, like I hear Brody going like, "Oh my God, my heart's beating so fast." Like he's like, "I don't think I'm gonna do it," and I'm just like down there with the camera, just like,
Oh,
you could, you know?
Yeah.
And we're just like waiting around, and then all of a sudden, like the launch ramp's being built, and he hikes up it, and he's like, "Oh my, I don't know if I'm going to do this." And then all of a sudden I just like hear him go,
The snow was
drop,
perfect.
you know?
Yeah,
And
it had to be hit. Like
it was incredible, you know? And all of a sudden I'm just like here with the camera, and Brody's like, "I'm dropping right now." And I'm like, okay, I'm literally holding my breath so that you can't hear me. And he hit it, and then we all stay quiet for a second. He rides away, and then we're just like, what the? It's big.
did you film when you were skateboarding when you were young?
A little bit, but
So it's
Yeah.
more of a recent thing for you.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Interestingly, you know,
Yeah.
I played music when I
Oh,
was
okay.
young, you know. I just like would spend all this time in my room just like writing songs and being like, okay, what would this look like in an album? And just thinking big. And so it became pretty easy like to pick up a camera because I was like, okay, like
You're seeing it.
I already see it in my head, so it's like, okay, well, this is what we need. These are the steps we need to take to get there, you know?
Yep.
So I'm still getting good at like trying to like make the things that I see in my head like come out exactly, right?
It's probably the
but-
wife. Oh, it's not.
Yeah, it's like I'm getting good at that part, and I'm getting better at that part, but videography is just like any creative work, you know, music.
But you wrap that up in summer. So what are you working on next? Are you thinking about something else? Or are you just going to enjoy the winter? What's up?
I'm going to enjoy the winter for sure, but yeah, we do. I have 2 projects lined up.
See, I knew it.
So
Something specific or something that's just kind of playing it by ear?
yeah, no, both of them are specific. We're doing a local short here.
Nice.
That's going to highlight a really dope spot, and then going back to Japan.
Nice.
Yeah. Which I'm very excited about.
So we can get tickets in advance. Go to the link on Instagram, correct?
So it's free, actually.
Free?
No
Oh, never
tickets,
mind. No tickets in
zero
advance.
tickets. Like
Show up.
show up.
Okay.
First 300 people through the door get a free day pass to Nordic.
Nice.
Yeah, we just want to share this with people.
300. That's good. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Nordic for supporting local.
So food.
Lucky Slice. Brews are gonna happen.
That's one way to word it.
That's all you need to know.
Sometimes,
That's all you need to know.
sometimes that's all people need to hear.
Yeah.
They're just like
Yeah.
beer, and you're like, okay,
Wait, when? Wait,
yeah,
wait,
what?
But I also think for Ogden, this event, like it gets people hyped up for the winter. Like it brings them together.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get stoked for it. After leaving the event, I'm like, all right. Yeah.
You're just buzzing. Yeah. We also made a magazine. Like this magazine release thing that I did this last weekend is in conjunction with this video, and so we'll be doing like an after party showing of the video that night at Ogden Lucky Slice. So
Love it.
yeah, it's a pretty like full Wednesday evening, I think, but like, I mean, show up for snowboarding. That's what we do anyway,
Yeah.
So like, whatever day we'll be there. So
Show for snowboarding.
yeah,
With the love
show
of
out.
snowboarding.
Mm.
November 5th, and that is what, 2 to 3 weeks away from opening, typically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the dates are.
Basins, usually day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So.
Mm.
So close.
Yeah,
Awesome. Thanks for hanging out.
Congrats on all
Thanks,
that
guys.
hard work, guys.
thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you having us on.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, it's hard work, but also you had some fun, right?
Oh, tons
It was
of
a little fun.
So,
A little bit of fun. Oh my gosh.
yeah, that's what a treat to be able to go to another country and one that's in the East and experience their customs and their people, the geography, the weather. Like you said, it changed, and then do your favorite activity there. Like, have fun, man.
And especially knowing too, there's so few places on Earth that have this kind of snow that you're talking about, and that we are used to here, and how fragile that is. I mean, we're doing a lot of projects on the Great Salt Lake right now, but that will affect that
I
power.
heard it was full after this weekend.
Hard.
Is that true?
It's gonna take more than a
okay.
rainstorm, but it gets you even more stoked to like, okay, if we want to keep this,
Yeah.
we got to make some decisions. It's not just gonna happen on its own. But I think seeing that, seeing that in person somewhere else in the world probably makes
Also, I
that
think
even more important here.
Yeah, and if more people care about the snow and want the snow to come, then maybe they make some adjustments. to
Yes, good call as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
I mean,
very excited for you guys.
thank you.
I can't wait to watch it.
Thanks.
Todd, you got anything from this weekend?
A continuation of, if I'm going to mention anything about the Finch Lane Gallery, what did I do? I stayed dry. I did give a little bit of thought to going out, and then I didn't.
Yeah, you did not come up to me
Nope,
in the
I
rain.
did
by
not.
The way.
I did give it just a tiny bit of thought, and then I passed.
Yeah.
But what did I do? Tis the season to start watching. We're talking about horror films, and so those are starting to trickle into my life just a little bit.
But what you got going on at the gallery right now is photographic work.
Yes, if you haven't had a chance, that is underway. There's a local photographer named Cam McLeod. He's going by Cameron McLeod for this show. And so, speaking of action sports, adventure sports, he's one of the best there is. And so
Prolific.
he is doing a very personal show down at the gallery that I run in Salt Lake called Finch Lane. And so come check that out. It's called A Cricket Song, and it's so good. It's very, very, very strong. And so anyway, the gallery stroll for Salt Lake is coming up the third Friday of October. So I didn't look at a calendar which date that is. But if you want to come down and chat with him, he'll be there on that night from 6 to 9. I'll mention it again.
So
next
cool.
week. So
Yeah.
we're super proud of Cam. This is a different direction for him, and it's very, very good.
Not ski.
It's not ski.
Yeah. Very cool. Thanks again, you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
Thanks
you.
for reaching out, coming on, and let's have fun at your party on the 5th. Thanks again to Lucky Slice, the unofficial sponsor of this episode, apparently, which we'll get free pizza from. There was a point in Todd's life where the only pizza he ate was free Lucky Slice pizza.
That's the only way I ate Lucky Slice was free. Yeah, well, it's events, and it goes along with I love what they've always done with the community. There's really nobody like them in town. I don't even think that there is anybody like them in town that has embraced community quite in the way that Lucky
When I worked at Gear 30, they would always sponsor everything we
particularly
did.
in our arts and adventure community, but I mean it trickles outside of that. But they got their mission and their audience down pat, and they support and they just love them to death. And I also love their pizza, so that's like 2 checks. But then they are at the events that we are at, and typically they bring their truck, and you're serving the slices. And it's often freer with admission basically to get in, you know, but continue doing what you're doing. Lucky Slice, we love you. We love you. We love you.
Thanks to Banding One. That's this trailer right here for today's episode of the Ogden Arts and Adventure Show. You can listen and subscribe to the Ogden Arts Adventure Show on YouTube. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and our website, thebandingcollective.com. If you want to be on the program, do what these fine gentlemen did, and it worked. They DM'd me on Instagram.
Just like them.
Yep. They slipped into my DMs, and it felt good, actually. I got some attention. It was nice. And it worked. We got them on the show.
It seems such an old phrase, but it still works.
Yeah.
It still hits me like it's super cringy.
It is cringe, and it works. DM Ogden Adventure, and it is one of the best ways to reach out to me because like finding my email anymore is like,
and it's an amazing way to reach the community that is exactly this. So thanks for doing that.
Yep. If you found value in this podcast, consider giving us all of your retirement at buymeacoffee.com/bandingmedia. We'll leave you with a little outdoor jukebox this week. It's J.Ezra on Van Sessions. We'll catch you next time on the Ogden Arts Adventure Show. Cheers, everyone.
I'm sorry for the awful things I've said. I could have done better with the life I've led. So I try to keep cool like the good Lord taught me to. After all, maybe I'm not over you. It's getting a little late to call. Well, I can't help from wondering if I'm in her mind at all. So I try to keep cool like the good Lord taught me to. After all, maybe I'm not over you. Myself a woman and she pushes me around. So I try to keep cool like the good Lord taught me to. After all, maybe I'm not over you. After all, maybe I'm not over you.
Yeah. All right. J.Ezra on Van Sessions.